yung basura.
Oh, wait lang, love.
Nakamoy na eh.
Oh, wait lang, love. Malapit na. 2 minutes. Maganda na itong binabasa ko eh.
Daniel, ano na? Kanina pa yun eh.
Ito na nga, tatapon ko na nga! Hi everyone! Welcome to MarriageLifePod. Ako nga pala si Daniel.
At ako naman si Princess.
And today's video, we're gonna talk about complaints versus criticism. So if you are new to this channel, please do hit subscribe. And if meron kayong friend, at least na one couple, please do share this video to them so we can leverage this content and add more value to you and your friend's marriage life. So without further ado, let's dig into the topic, Beb.
Yes.
So, Beb, question. So, ano nga ba difference between complaints and criticism?
Yes, ang ganda ng topic natin ngayon, di ba? Perfect na perfect sa marriage. And always na nagiging issue sa marriage, di ba?
Yes.
So, kung i-compare natin yung complaints versus criticism, pag complaints kasi, madalas we're just addressing the issue, di ba? Kapag merong ginawa yung spouse mo na in-inform mo na siya na dapat ganito tapos hindi naman niya ginawa, or may mga issue na na-address niyo na before pero paulit-ulit pa rin yung ginagawa, or minsan kapag nagko-complain ka, you're just telling your emotions, kung ano yung pakiramdam mo, na nalulungkot ka kapag ginagawa to ng husband mo, or nagagalit ka kapag ganito yung ginagawa niya. So it's more of addressing the issue and really expressing kung ano yung pakiramdam mo.
Which is in complaints.
Which is in complaints, okay? And in criticism naman, it's more like attacking your spouse. And madalas yung the way mo siya i-express is in a harsh and judgmental way. Na parang, madalas din siya eh, hindi siya specific eh. Yung mga ginagamit mo words, yung lagi na lang, paulit-ulit na lang, never kang nagganto, ganyan. So, yung mga words mo, malalaman mo rin na criticism yon through your words din, actually.
Yes, actually, and even if di nyo pa napapanood yung last video, please go back to that last video which we tackle about addressing the problem and not attacking the person. So, this is actually a continuation of that. Kasi minsan, as husband and wife, minsan we feel na we are being attacked when in reality it's actually a complaint.
Yeah.
So minsan naghihinaing yung spouse natin, yung asawa natin na Beb, pakiramdam ko hindi mo ako pinapakinggan kasi ilang beses ko nang inulit, di mo pa rin ginagawa.
Yeah.
So as minsan sa lalaki or sa husband, pakiramdam natin our wife are attacking us, but in reality it's actually a complaint.
Yes.
So nagko-complain siya, which is good in marriage. Kasi the reason na good siya in your marriage is because nagve-vent out siya ng feelings sa'yo. So just to remember, para hindi ma-confuse, when it comes to complaint, it's all about the feelings.
Yeah.
When it comes to criticism, it's about the person. Regardless of kung positive, negative, or judgmental, it's more about attacking the person, yung criticism. And complaints are good kasi you have the chance to improve your marriage. You have the chance to improve your communication. So, and also, kung nagko-complain yung asawa mo, there are times na ibig sabihin, hindi mo siya nami-meet. Hindi mo nami-meet yung parang yung expectations. Kaya siya nagve-vent out. And of course, ayaw mo naman na mag-vent out yung misis mo o yung mister mo sa ibang tao.
Of course. Lalo na sa babae, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi madalas, madalang lang yung, based from my observation lang yon, na madalang lang yung mga lalaki na makikinig talaga sa asawa nila. Kasi, alam mo yun, like for example, yung para silang nasa trabaho, tapos pagdating sa bahay, marinig niya yung asawa niya, nagko-complain sa ka-workmate niya, ganyan. So parang madalas, magko-complain din siya, ba't mo pa sinasabi sa akin yan, ganyan. Or may times naman na kaming mga babae, we just want to be heard when we are complaining.
Yes.
Kasi ang mga lalaki, they are automatic problem solver. Minsan sila yung alam mo yun, ina-express mo pa lang sa kanila yung nangyari, Pero sila parang nag-iisip na sila paano nila i-solve kasi minsan we're just saying it to you for you to listen, for you to understand.
Yes.
Pero madalas they want to fix it already.
Yes, tama. And I think dun bumabalik din yung phrase na, do you want my ears or do you want my advice? Kasi
Yes.
minsan yung spouse natin, yung mga misis natin, it's normal for them to feel tired, to feel burnt out, to feel depleted at the end of the
Yes.
day. For you na nanonood na merong mga kids, I'm sure it's really hard for you, na to be a wife, to be a mother, to be a professional, pagsabay-sabay or to be an entrepreneur, right? So it's really difficult. And there are times na after all the things, the responsibilities, gusto lang niya mag-vent out. And ikaw naman, mister, or for me, for example, I'm too insensitive to listen. Katulad ng example kanina, nagbabasa lang ako ng manga. So, there are times na neglect ko siya. And of course, as a husband, although I am not perfect, our marriage is not perfect, it's always important to have that safe environment, for your marriage to vent out to each other. So, I think it's only by God's grace na matututunan natin to malesen or even ma-renew yung mga type of words na binibigkas natin. And syempre pag bukso ng emotion, it's really easy for us to attack our spouse. Right? So doon pa rin babalik na we affirm the problem and not attack the person. So
Maganda yung point mo kanina, yung sinabi mo na don't wait for the time na yung asawa mo mag-vent out sa ibang tao. Kasi that's dangerous actually.
Yes.
And you have to protect your marriage. Like with our previous episode, diba? Now, you have to protect. One way to protect it is for you not to allow that to happen. Na yung asawa mo, mag-vent out siya sa ka-office niya,
Yes.
mag-vent out siya sa family niya, mag-vent out siya sa mga female friends niya, or maybe it's vice versa. Yung lalaki ang mag-express ng feelings
Yes.
niya sa ibang babae, 'di ba?
Yes.
So it's really dangerous. So you have to protect your marriage by listening to your spouse.
Yes, and also dahil na-touch on mo na, kasi when we are venting out, it's emotion, it's feelings, it's complaints. So what happens is, if we are venting out, especially in the opposite sex,
Yeah.
kuwari husband, nagve-vent out siya sa kaibigan niyang babae. Although, it's only friends, there's nothing wrong. We known each other for many years, but still, when we are venting out, we are complaining, it's feelings, it's emotion. So what happens is, if you are venting out to your opposite sex na hindi mo asawa, ang nangyayari is you are investing emotionally. So hindi mo napapansin, you feel that, it's harmless kasi magkaibigan kayo, but still, it is, you are inviting the temptation or even inviting, the unnecessary away na pwedeng pagmulan.
Actually, it starts there. If the danger starts are when you vent out to opposite sex. Kasi parang after mo masabi kasi sa kanila, parang you feel like
I've been
she
heard.
cared for me.
Yeah.
Alam mo, mas pinakikinggan niya ako, ganyan. So
Yes.
it becomes a habit. It's not just once.
Yes.
When you have a conflict again with your wife, you will share it again to her.
Yes.
And if it happens habitually, it is really dangerous to your marriage.
Yes, yes. And I think in the culture, especially in us, Filipinos or even other, who are not aware, we feel that dahil meron tayong mga friends, we can just blurt out whatever happens in our marriage. So, opposite sex, it's always danger, especially when dealing with problems. Kasi you can create that, false sense of comfort, false sense of security na merong nakikinig sa'yo. But you are emotionally investing. At the same time, you're inviting the devil to really destroy your marriage. And maybe not that person, but maybe other person, who are much more inclined, much more emotionally in tune sa person na nangyari sa'yo. And this is also what happens. Kaya nga, minsan lagi natin nakikita yung naging, kabit more on yung naging best friend ng lalaki, best friend ng babae, dahil it's actually it's not a coincidence. It actually happened by, intent,
By choice.
by choice as well. And doon nag-i-start yun. Siyempre, if you wanted to comfort someone, sabihin mo, oh, pag may problema ka, lapit ka sa akin, or kain tayo. And doon nag-i-start yun. Umuwi ka na ba? Kumain ka na ba? O, ingat ka, ha? O, so, it's really, but not to dig deep onto that, it's really dangerous. So, again, complaints is all about emotion. Have a safe space environment to, to vent out. And at the same time, criticism, I think we need to really dig deep on that as well.
Sure.
So, meron tayong two words na I think na nasabi niya na kanina na dapat nating iwasan.
Okay.
Okay?
That is always
Yes.
and never.
Yes. So, never and always are the things na pwedeng makapagpasira ng marriage nyo.
Yes.
So, for example, actually, English to, tinagalog ko lang. Madalas naririnig natin to when pag hindi na nakikinig yung Mr. or Mrs. natin, sabihin sa'yo, hindi ka na natuto, hindi ka na nagbago, paulit-ulit na lang. Ilang beses ko bang sasabihin sa'yo na gawin mo to? Ba't di ka nakikinig? Tapos, if you want to really hurt that person, ito pa yung maririnig mo na sobrang nakakaasar. Manang-mana ka sa magulang mo. Manang-mana ka sa ama mo, sa tatay mo, sa nanay mo. Or, di ba? Ganyan kasi kayo magkakapatid. Ganyan kayo magkakapamilya, magpipinsan. So, di ba? So, it really happens.
Or meron ting iba na napaka-irresponsible mo. Or, ba't di ka tumulad kay ganto?
Yes.
You're comparing it to...
Yes. Which is, oo. Buti pa si ganito.
Oo.
Oh,
Di
di
ba?
ba? Which is, ganun talaga, yun yung nangyayari when you vent out to other people. Kasi nako-compare mo, later, di mo alam, yun na pala yung pinaghuhugutan nung, yung problems ng marriage nyo. Kasi you are comparing, buti pa si nakikinig sa akin.
Oo.
Diba? So, it's really important to identify those words. So, never say those, sorry. I just said it. Kumbaga, try to eliminate that word in your vocabulary pag nag-aaway kayo.
Yes.
Never and always.
When you have a conflict.
When you have a conflict, when you have, pagtatalo, no matter how big or small. Kasi minsan, pag galit ka, nasabi mo na yung parang na-attack ka ng spouse mo, sabi sa'yo, manang-mana ka sa magulang mo, ikaw naman, defensive ka, so you will tend to blow out of proportion. Which is, ang pinag-awayan nyo lang naman is simple things. Like maybe, hindi ka naghugas ng plato. Tapos, hindi ka nakinig. Tapos mamaya, sinabihan ka, manang-mana ka sa magulang mo. Ganyan, di ba? So, syempre, magpapantig talaga tenga mo. Pero, ang talagang problem lang doon is,
Paghugas ng plato.
paghugas sa plato. Which is, kung nakinig ka and you did it in the first place, hindi na siya lalaki. Dahil hindi ka nakinig sa complaint, it became a criticism.
Yes.
So, just to share one word here na very relatable sa ating topic. It's in James 1:19 ESV.
Sabi dito, know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God.
Very
Relatable.
and nakaka-remind din siya. So, three things, right? So, let every person be quick to hear. So, pag may sinabi sa'yo, be quick to hear. Listen, makinig ka.
Listen intently.
Intently, yes. Then, slow to speak. Ibig sabihin, kung nag-complaint yung spouse sa'yo, make sure na...
The tone of your voice.
Yeah,
Diba?
the tone of your voice and also the way
words.
you respond. Kasi minsan, pag nag-complain sa'yo, you think that it's a criticism, ikaw naman naging defensive ka. So, iba yung nasabi mong pag-respond. Right? So, and then slow to anger. So, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. So, this is why I think in our last video, sabi ni Princess, pray for your spouse.
Yes.
Kasi the fruit of the Holy Spirit does not just come out, from day one. It takes months, years, or even decades to produce that. Like for me, for example, mainit din talaga ulo ko. I have a very
Pero malaki na ang pagbabago.
talaga.
Yes.
Thank you, love. Love you. Yeah, so ayun. And also, yeah, marami ng pagbabago, and I think it also affected yung meron mga meron mga times na nare-realize ko na rin kung what are the things to change. Kasi I think one important thing here is yung self-awareness.
Yes.
Kung meron kang, you are self-aware yung nangyayari sa the way your spouse complained or criticized, you write it down. So, kasi ano yan kumbaga, sa lalaki parang ano yan, if you have a plan to build something, you write down, step by step, right? So, hindi tayo emotionally in tune, and there are times na nakakalimutan natin. So, it's really important na whatever tactics or strategy that you have to tackle this complaints or criticism, better, write it down. Minsan ganun ako.
Or sa faith goals. Di ba nilalagay natin yon? Yung avoid complaining, avoid being judgmental. And at the end of the year, you can discuss kung naging judgmental ba ako, what are the instances na naging blaming ako sa'yo, parang ganun.
You can complain, but you should not whine. Magkaiba yung complaint sa nagwa-whine Yung, what I mean by that is yung, about your feelings, you're complaining. Pero yung mga malilit na bagay, you are already whining, na hindi naman siya kailangang i-whine, then that's a different part. And one symptom na paulit-ulit siya nagwa-whine or nagko-complain is because that is not being met.
Yes.
But there are also times na meron talagang tao na maano talaga sila. They want just to complain and complain and complain. No matter what you do, he or she cannot be satisfied. And this is why we need to pray that person to God.
And speaking of complaining, there's a difference in complaining within a marriage and complaining personally. As parang nagko-complain ka sa life mo, ganyan, ano nangyari sa buhay mo. Yung complain na sinasabi namin sa marriage, it's needed sa marriage for you to address the issue, to discuss the issue. We're not speaking about the complaining na general complaining.
Exactly. Yes, and also, just going back to the word again, sa communication, 2 ears and 1 mouth. Right? So, lagi natin to naririnig. Na that's why we have 2 ears, so that we can listen twice. 2:1 lagi. We listen twice before we speak. So, and also, it's really important to just really focus on the complaints and try to listen intently.
Tsaka, madalas yung complaint kasi it's very specific Yung, minsan kasi kapag criticism, ang nilalabas mo lang yun nga, you're attacking the person's character, your spouse character. But in complaining, you're addressing the issue talaga na may specific ka na details na binibigay sa asawa mo, hindi lang yung paulit-ulit, lagi-lagi na lang. You're giving specific details sa kanya para maintindihan niya.
Exactly. And also, these things happen kasi one way or another, there's pagkukulang sa side or hindi nami-meet yung love language ng spouse.
True.
So, we're gonna talk about that on our next episode.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
Yeah, so I think we have a lot of things to cover. So, if you have any questions, any comment, any topics you'd like us to cover, please hit the comments or send us a voice note on Instagram, and we'll be happy to respond. Of course, again, we really appreciate your support, and if you have at least one couple who can relate to this video na makikita nila, oh wow, yun palang ibig sabihin ng complaints and criticism, then please feel free to do so. Kasi this is one of the reasons bakit namin to ginagawa, right?
Yes. Correct.
So, anything you want to share our audience before we end this video?
If you have any suggestion din na topic na gusto nyong i-cover namin, you can share it to us. Maybe we can add value in that topic that you want us to cover.
Tsaka yung take a screenshot of this, if there's some quotable quotes, take a screenshot, share it to your IG, tag us, we'll be happy to share it. So again, My name is Daniel.
My name is Princess.
Until the next one, bye for now.
Bye-bye!
Bye!